for parents who might be out there wondering how they can connect better with their children, what advice do you have?
I think what happens with children, the relationship starts when they're right here. Right? You know, it's very hard to enter a child's life after they've gone through a lot of development and then start to establish, you know, roots right there in that space. So the earlier your children are, spend time with them, right? Presence. I mean, presence is the most important aspect of parenting, right? You can ask any child, you know, of a parent that may not have a lot of means or, you know, things along those lines. You know, all that child wants is just their parent around.
True.
Right? You know, and so, you know, by being around, there's a level of trust and respect, right? You know, those are the two pillars of relationships. It's built very naturally and very organically, okay? And so because of that, you know, because you become the safe space for children, right? And when you become the safe space, they tend to open up, right? And, you know, by them opening up, you're encouraging vulnerability, right? You're encouraging them to have their own voice, right? And as opposed to listening to respond, we listen to receive. Way, right? The way that you kind of connect with your children, one, establishing early relationships, but two, you know, don't be perfect. Don't be perfect to your child. So many children grow up and just kind of pedestalize their parents and believe that their parent is the smartest person in the world, never made any mistakes. That's because that's how we're presenting ourselves to them, right?
Okay.
Talk to your children about your mistakes, your real mistakes, right? Talk to your children about your failings, okay? Because failing and failure is completely different, right? Talk to your children about, you know, the opportunities that you had that you were fearful of, right? If we want our children to be vulnerable with us, we have to be vulnerable with them, right?